Okay, hi everyone, this is Mark and here to give the commentary of the markets for this week. Today is Thursday, August 28th and the time now is 9 o'clock, 9:40 p.m. and the market has just have been open for about 10 minutes. Okay, so as usual, let's take a look at the spiders, the S&P 500 and see how is it doing. Okay, right now it's trading at 199.4847. You can see that today it's been down for about 0.4%. Wondering what's wrong, why did it correct a little bit. Apparently Kiev says that Russian troops have entered East Ukraine, so some sort of war news. Okay, that's why it has been I've actually no idea why it's coming down lah. Of course, news to me is just an excuse for the markets to move lah. It usually moves first before the news comes out anyway. Okay, so but then again, what I always look at is the 50-day moving average, which is this green line over here. Okay, this green line, and as long as it's sloping out, then we give the benefit of the doubt to the bulls, and you can see from here where there was a move downwards over here. Okay, this move here, and I say that although it seems a little bit shaky, but you still want to give the benefit of the doubt to the bulls, and you can see that the market has actually rebounded very fiercely for the past 2 weeks. Okay, and you'll be surprised by what the market can do. They can correct very fast and then pop up very fast again, especially on the indexes. So just follow the 50-day moving average, and more often than not, you'll be on the right side of the market. And even if you listen to all those news that it's going to be a bear this time, it's going to be a bear this time, it's going to be a bear market this time, it's going to be whatever X this time, and like you see these gray areas that I circle are the times where everybody say the market is the top, and whoever took action on this shorted around here would be smacking their heads lah. Okay, so just be careful, alright. Try not to listen too much to the news. You can read what the news is about a little bit, but don't put too much weight on it, because frankly speaking, nobody knows what is going to happen, and we just want to trade the facts. We don't want to trade things that you think that is going to happen, and you're not a fortune teller or what. You are a trader and you trade according to the fact. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the positions, and I think this week is quite a jackpot week. Alright, I have eBay here, which I talked about last week. Alright, around here, and there was some news on some I forgot what it was, but some internal shuffling things got to do with the eBay company, and then it popped very big candle here, and so I took a little bit more around here, took off a little bit more here, and I still have very small, half of a 1/4 position right over here at 55.15 now, trading at 55.15. So this is I would say a phenomenal trade. Alright, and for me, I don't believe in showing trades that only win. I also like to show trades that I scratch or I lose. So for example, last week LVS I scratched it, and DE I also scratched it. So this is the reality of the market. Trading is like that. Okay, and you can see that if you get a good price on eBay, like for me, I got it in at a 49.28 ish, stop below here 47.95, and I traded all the way from below $50 to now it's about $55, which is about 14 to 15% gain in I think about 1.5 months. Okay, so I think this was a pretty good trade. Okay, then next one would be LVS. LVS, I said that I want to long, but you can see that there was no strength in this move at all, so no trade for this. Deers, also no strength. You see it's corrected quite a lot and no strength on this, so no trade, still waiting for opportunity to get in. And VRSN has been doing pretty okay. It's not moving too much. I talked about an entry around 54.69 and now it's at $56.13. And I think if you just put the stop to break even, that would be pretty prudent already lah, because it's a bit sluggish and it's not moving much. So just protect yourselves. You can take half and then put the stop to break even for this trade if you manage to get into this trade. Alright, Walmart. Walmart I talk about, let me just delete this. Okay, Walmart I talk about entering at 74.66. You can just watch my last week's video to see what was my reason for entry and stuff like that. And they're all not fake one, they're all real. Okay, you can just go back and verify it. So 74.66 entry here, I've already taken half off here at 75.99, and I'm actually putting my stop to break even right here. Okay, so this is a free trade now. I will hope that it can continue to make its move, because like I said in the previous video, in terms of valuations, I think this is a pretty good stock to invest or to trade in. So it's not going to give you super gains, but I think as long as you keep your risk tight, and you can even put in a bigger position here to to exploit moves, small moves like this that can get you some monetary gain. Alright, and next one would be, so this is half off, and I still have half position remaining with my stop at break even, and we will continue to monitor it for next week. Next one is UNH. Alright, UNH was phenomenal. My entry price was $82.11. Slightly higher, I think it was $82.13 or something like that. Okay, we will stop here at 79.95. It has already made 1-to-1, so I actually took half off already. Okay, 1-to-1 is somewhere around here. Half off about 84.34, and my current stop is at break even already. So I may take a little bit off also today, because it has reached double my risk already. So I usually like to peel off my positions. So let's say maybe I took for example, if I took one lot of this, then I will take off half. Okay, I'll take off 500 shares. Then after that, if it reaches 2 times my risk, I may choose to take off 200 to 250 shares, and then let the remaining ride. And it depends on my feeling and my conviction in the position itself and how the price is moving. So right now UNH, I think it has moved pretty well. Okay, in fact it moved very well. So likely it will consolidate a little bit before it gets going, because stocks can't really just keep going up like that. I will sort of put my stock to break even, and just give the stock some room to breathe and see how far it can go from here. So UNH was phenomenal. Okay, it was a phenomenal trade. And then what else do we have? NOV. Okay, I'll talk about NOV also. NOV similarly, execution price at 82.83, and then out at 85.29. Half position is out at 85.29, and my stop is break even now. Okay, at this price now. So this is also a free trade for this. So a lot of these positions worked out very well. Okay, but I didn't go in very big either, because like I said, I got a little bit worried last week. So whatever you do in terms of your position sizing, try to do something that suits your personality lah. So let's say if you're a very aggressive trader, you just like to be aggressive in terms of position sizing, then by all means you can do so, but you must be aware of the downside also lah. Okay, you cannot say I want to be aggressive and then you don't want to take the loss when the trade goes against you. Then that is not being very responsible lah. Okay, trading is very similar to poker. Okay, poker is like, if your cards are bad or you know that it's wrong, then don't try to commit too much capital. Just hold your cards and then wait for another play, because there will always be another trade. But if you dig in a very deep hole, then chances of you getting out is slim to none. Okay, and one way you can recover is probably go into a stock that is very fundamentally stable. Okay, stocks that I'm trading like NOV, like IBM, like Walmart, like UNH, like DE, like LVS. Actually, LVS is not okay. LVS is more of a risky stock. So if you categorize them properly, right, then you will understand that some of the more risky stocks you want to actually scale back on your position sizing as per normal. So maybe you will put $50,000 on a trade in NOV. Maybe for LVS you will put in maybe 25,000, half of the usual size that you put on, just to mitigate the volatility and the risk some of these stocks actually produce. Okay, and what else do we have? ConocoPhillips. Talk about ConocoPhillips last week. Alright, it didn't really break this 81.44, so no trade. It's just dangling around, not doing anything much, so no trade for this. And lastly is MDLZ. Okay, MDLZ is a bit sluggish, not doing much also, even though I'm in some profits now with the trade at 35.92. So I think I'll just put the stop to break even, and it's likely to stop me out lah at break even, because it's not really going moving much or doing anything. So I think it's a waste of capital, so I may just scratch it lah. It depends how I see it later after the first half to 1 hour of trading in today's markets. Okay, so I don't really have much ideas because most of them have already popped. I also don't know why it popped so hard, but just let it be. Okay, Amazon I think is pretty good. Alright, Amazon I think it still has potential. Okay, um, initial entry price was actually 320. I was looking to enter here, but I did not enter. Okay, I missed this trade. But I think this Amazon still has a lot of potential, because after the gap down, it has not covered the gap yet. So I think if there's a slight pullback and there's an entry opportunity, then I may choose to get in. Okay, and I'm also looking at Coach. Alright, Coach showing some strength, but not doing much either. So I'm just stocking some of the trades. But to be honest, there's not much opportunity from what I see now. Okay, and in fact, for the social media stocks, they have been quite weak, like Facebook, all this. They also have been dangling around, not doing much, and looks like there's a lot of heavy resistance around this area. So until it starts to get going, I'm not going to take any heavy position. I'll probably trade my few core stocks, trade in and out of my few core stocks, and IBM has already moved also. Okay, I got in here, but I think I did not talk about IBM last week, but I did get in IBM also lah. Okay, because of the retracement to the 618 and then a nice turn here. But other than that, I don't think there's anything much. So I think this week was very good for the trades that I have done last week. So I'll just take a little break and see if there's any better opportunities out there. Alright, so if you like the way I trade, or you are interested to know how I trade, then you can go to shareshh.com. Just enter your name, last name, and email address, and I'll send the video straight to your inbox. And sometimes if I have some special offers or deals, I'll send you, or maybe some interesting article, I'll also send you interesting things. Okay, and if you're interested in the program, okay, my next program will be on the 27th of September. Okay, I know the last time some of you wanted to join, but couldn't join. Okay, so if you are interested, please just sign up here, ShareSH Foundation. This is sort of like to register your interest, but I'll message you the payment instructions. But please, if you only sign up when you're interested, don't try to take out the space of other people who are actually interested in the course. Okay, so just register, and I'll actually get back to you on the payment details. The cost of the course will be 888, and it will be a full day course. Okay, it will be very intensive. It will be a full day course, and you'll be supplemented with 12 webinars, which is something a little bit like this. Okay, 12 webinars every month, and I think it's very, very good value for money, which I think is a course that when I was younger, I hope that I had attended this kind of course, so that I would save a lot of money lah. Okay, trading the markets before I know all this information that actually really helped me start to make good money at this. So in the markets, if you know what you're doing, then sometimes really it's like printing money. Okay, but because I've gone through a lot of up and downs in terms of the 2007 and 2008 to 9 crisis, and even before that, so I've seen the ups and downs. So you can see sometimes I'm a little bit more conservative in terms of my position sizing and stuff like that, and that is part from experience, and you need to gain a lot more experience, and I would like to impart some of this experience to you if you're interested to hear. Okay, and so just sign up here if you're interested, or you can just go to the program tab and see the curriculum that I offer. Because I'm actually involved in another project now, so I'm a little bit busy. I'm supposed to update the pages here, but generally the curriculum is still similar, so just click on the full curriculum details if you're interested. And if you have any questions, just click contact and get in touch with me. Okay, get in touch with me, and thanks for your support for those who really like my work. And that's all. So trade safe and have a nice weekend ahead.